Welcome to today's class. Today's class is going to be mainly focused around mobility and movement. So we're going to do about 10-15 minutes of stretching to start off with, and then we're going to go into a mobility and movement circuit, which is going to have 15 exercises, and we're going to go around that twice, and that should just about take us to the end of the class today. Okay, so I want everybody to start off then in their pigeon stretch. So we're just going to start up nice and tall in that pigeon stretch. So just opening up through your hips. And then once we've done 30 seconds, we're just going to drop down onto our forearms. So just remember that little wiggle. Try and find that point where you've got the deepest stretch. And then we'll drop down onto our forearms. Very good, so we're going to hold it here for another 30 seconds, then we're going to switch sides. Right, 10 more seconds here. Perfect, then we're going to swap the legs over. So up nice and tall on the other leg. Cool, perfect. 5 more seconds and we'll drop down. So onto your forearms. Really, really nice job with this. Got another 10 seconds here, and then we're going to go into our hip flexor stretch. Really good. Let's set those hands back up. We're going to step that right foot back. We're going to bring our left foot now outside our left hand. We're going to drop our right knee down to the floor, and we're just going to gently push that right hip forward for about 30 seconds. Ten more seconds. And then we're just going to come up nice and tall in that hip flexor stretch. You're still keeping this stretch on the front of your right leg. We're now going to take our right arm up and over. Right, 10 seconds and we're going to swap sides. So 3, 2, and 1. Put both hands back down to the floor. We're now going to step back, step our right foot up. We're going to push our left knee right down to the floor. Sorry, left hip, push it forward, okay? So we get a nice stretch in the front of the hip. Right, then up nice and tall. We take that left hand up and over. Right, I've got another 10 seconds here. Perfect. Put those hands back down to the floor. We're going to step our right foot back. We're going to step our left foot back up. Rather than dropping our right knee down to the floor, and I really want you to straighten that out. Okay, so I'm just going to push your heel away from you. So just lengthening through your leg now. So you might start to feel this in your calf. You might still feel it in the front of your leg. You might also feel it in the back of your leg. We're just opening up through the hips now. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. We're going to drop that right knee down to the floor. I want you to tuck that right foot round. And we're going to come up nice and tall and push our weight now over our left knee. Okay, so we're just opening up again through our groin, through our hips. Make sure that left knee isn't dropping down. We're just up nice and tall, left hand out in front. That's the way we want to reach in this stretch. 3, 2, 1. If you can, hands on the floor. If you want to go a little bit deeper, we're going to come down onto our elbows. So just coming a bit deeper into that groin stretch now. 30 seconds here. So we've got about another 10. Cool, and then back up nice and tall. We're going to twist the right foot back round. We're going to step our left foot back, and we're now going to step our right foot up and repeat that. Okay, so just straightening out that leg. Just pushing that heel back, knee up towards the ceiling. Ten more seconds, and then we're going to drop the left knee down to the floor. Cool, so drop that left knee down. We're going to tuck the left foot round now. Up nice and tall, and we're going to push our weight over our right foot. Ten more seconds. So give it up nice and tall. And then we're going to put those hands on the floor now. And then if you can, drop down onto your forearms. Okay, so just opening up that space through the hips again. 20 more seconds here. Right, 3, 2, and 1. So bring that left foot back round. And we're going to stay in this position, and all I want you to do now is just sit back onto your left foot and straighten out that right leg. So we've got a nice straight leg at the front, and we're just going to touch our toes and tuck our head down. So just starting to stretch out through your hamstring. Perfect, good stuff. Right, we're going to switch sides. Don't worry about stepping up. Literally just swap those knees over. Other leg out in front of you now. So a nice straight leg. Reaching forward. Right, 3, 2, and 1. From there, we're going to come into a straddle position, okay? So you set your legs out nice and wide. All we're going to do to start off with is just walk those hands out in front of you, okay? So there's hands out in front of you. If you want to drop down onto your forearms, that's fine. I'm going to hold this one for about a minute, okay? So as we're working through this stretch, I just want you to try and bring those elbows or those fingers a little bit further away from you, just to come a little bit deeper into the stretch, which you should be feeling through the inside of your legs. You may also feel it down the back of your legs, depending on where you're tight. So try and walk those elbows a little bit further forward now, come a bit deeper into that stretch. Really, really good work, guys. We're now just going to walk those hands over to our left leg. So we're just focusing through our left leg now. We're going to hold it for 30 seconds here. Really good. So just feeling that stretch at the back of the legs. It doesn't matter if you can't get your head all the way down, just go as far as you can. Just hold it in that position. And then we're just going to walk those hands over to the other side. Really good. So again, just feel that stretch. You might also feel there's a little bit in your lower back. Really, really good. Right, we're then just going to bring those legs a little bit closer together now. So heels are together. We're still going to work stretching through back of the legs, but we're just going to take up that inner thigh now. So just literally reaching down towards your toes, tuck your head under, 30 seconds. Right, another 10 seconds in this position. Try and take your hands a little bit further down if you can. Perfect. Right, we're just going to start warming up the upper body now. So we're going to stay in this seated position. I just want you to take your hands behind you and start walking them back and raising the chest up. Okay, so we're just starting to stretch out through the front of our shoulders and through our chest. And nice deep breaths as well. Take those fingers a little bit further back now, and now try and raise that chest a bit further. Ten more seconds. Awesome work, guys. Right, we're going to do one more stretch for our upper body. I want you to come onto your front. You're going to take your arms out to the side. Okay, we're going to start on the right side. So I want you to bend your right elbow to about 90 degrees. So your elbow is still in line with your shoulder and it's not dropping down too low. Directly in line with your shoulder. We're then going to take your left foot up. We're going to bend it and we're going to take it over towards our right elbow. And we're going to turn and look at our left hand. From here, we're just going to slide our left hand in towards our face. And then just gently push that left hand down into the floor. So we're stretching through the front of your arm. We're also getting a nice rotation through your back. So you might feel different places in your back where there's tension. It'll be different for all of you. You might feel it mid-back, you might feel it more upper back, you might feel it more lower back. It just depends where you're holding your tension. It's a really, really good stretch for opening up the front of the body and adding that rotation through your spine. We're going to go for another 10 seconds. So 3, 2, 1. Bring that left leg back round. We're now going to take our left hand out to the side and we're going to bend that to 90 degrees. And now we're going to take our right foot and we're going to take that over towards our left elbow. Okay, and then we're going to pull that right hand in and gently push it down towards the floor. You might find one side is slightly tighter. That is perfectly normal. But just a little bit of pressure with that right hand into the floor will just deepen that stretch. Right, 10 more seconds. So 3, 2, and 1. Really good stuff, guys. So just slowly sit up and take a quick drink, and then I'll explain what we're doing next. So I mentioned at the start we've got a mobility and movement circuit today. So there are 15 exercises. They're all mobility or movement based. Okay, so it's real low impact today. It's all about just feeling how our bodies are moving, trying to stretch out and relieve any tension in our bodies, hopefully. So I said 15 exercises. We're going to work for 1 minute on each. We'll then take a little breather to get some water, and then we'll repeat that round one more time, okay? So that's going to be our class today. So I will go through the exercises as we go through them, rather than giving you all 15 at the start. Okay, so the first one we're going to do is a step up with a rotation. So we're going to just be looking at that movement. We've done a little bit of this in the warm-up. So we're going to step our right foot up. When our right foot is up, we're going to then rotate our right arm round. Okay, so again, we're going to work nice and slow here. Step up and rotate. So we're going to go for 1 minute. We're going to go in 3, 2, and 1. So step up, add that rotation. So nice, slow, controlled movements. Feel where you're tight. Like I said, it is just about stretching out your bodies today. And just moving, and moving well. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Really good start, guys. Next one, I don't know why I'm standing up. We're going to come into a downward dog. We're going to hold for a couple of seconds in our downward dog position. We're then going to come flat back, drop to the floor, and we're going to come up into a cobra. Okay? And then we'll go back up into our downward dog. That's number 2. So 3, 2, 1, let's go. So downward dog, hold for a couple of seconds, out to flat, drop to the floor, come up into your cobra. Okay? Come back up, downward dog, hold for a couple of seconds, out to flat, drop down, into cobra. Really good work, guys. Got 20 seconds to go. Really good stuff. 3, 2, and 1. Cool. We're then going to lay on our tummies. It's going to be very, very similar to the upper body stretch we just did, but a bit more dynamic now. So we're going to have both arms out to the side, and we're just going to rotate left over to right. Okay? So that is number 3. I'm going to go in 3, 2, and 1. So nice slow movements. Try and get that foot a little bit higher each time. Halfway. So I'm moving down my mat. Ten more seconds here. 3, 2, and 1. Really good stuff. We will be standing up for the next one. We are going to come nice and wide with our feet. And we're going to come into like our Cossack squat. So we're going to come a little bit lower today. So we're really coming into a nice deep side lunge from here. So we're going to come across, down to the floor, just lift that toe up, and then up and over. Okay? We've done them like this before. We're just going to come a little bit deeper into that side lunge to really stretch out through our inner thigh. So 3, 2, and 1. So right down to the floor, pull that toe up and over. And if you want to just hold it for a second in that side lunge position, that's fine. I'm very tight through my inner thigh today, so I might just hold that for a couple of seconds. Really nice work, guys. 20 seconds left here. Become nice and low. Really get that stretch through that inner thigh. So this leg staying nice and straight. Couple more reps and we'll be there. 3, 2, and 1. We are now going to come into a high plank position. And we are going to rotate and open up through our chest, okay? We haven't done this one in a little while. It's a really good one for opening up through the upper body. 3, 2, 1. You're also going to get a bit of stabilizing through those obliques. Just make sure we're pivoting onto the inside and the outside of your foot. Ten seconds. Last couple of reps. 3, 2, and 1. We're now going to lay on our tummies. Make sure you've got room above your head. We're going to come up into a Superman, leave your feet on the floor, and straighten your arms out, and back down, okay? Nice slow movements, 3, 2, 1. So that initial raise up, we're squeezing our shoulders back and down, okay? Tummies are nice and tight. We're then going to try and push your arms right up to the ceiling, and then squeeze those elbows back down, and then you can relax. Okay, so we're really working on that initial part of squeezing our shoulders back and down. Then we're going to stretch out, and then we're squeezing again. So this one's going to really help our posture, get our chest stretched out, and also get those little stabilizing muscles in our backs to fire up. "20 seconds. Nearly there. 3, 2, and 1. We're now going to come into like our hip openers. So we're going to start in this position, okay? So I've got a 90-degree angle on my front leg, a 90-degree angle on my back leg, okay? This is our end position, okay? Once we get into this position, we're going to put our left hand by our left hip and just lean over, and then our right hand by our right hip and lean over, okay? Once we've done each side, we're then going to have to try and leave the feet where they are, rotate over the other way. So I've still got that 90-degree angle here, I've still got that 90-degree angle there. We're going to lean one way, lean the other way, okay? So 3, 2, 1, let's go. So we're opening up through the hips. We're also trying to open up through our upper body at the same time. So a lot of our muscles, they kind of all work together, okay? So they're on like the same chain. So if you're tight in your hips, it could be pulling something tight in your upper body as well. So by putting two stretches together, we're then not compensating in the other tight areas. It's a really good way to loosen out and stretch. "15 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. We're then going to come onto our side. This one's going to be more of a hold. So I want right foot straight, left knee bent. We're going to come up onto our right arm and we're just going to lean out. Okay, so that's going to be for the first 30 seconds. Second 30 seconds, we're just going to start bringing that knee in to our elbow and then stretching out. Okay, so 2 parts of this one. So 3, 2, 1, let's go. So we're here, coming in. So on this first round, we're going to start with our right arm. I've just realised I've done this the other way around. So if you're holding, that's fine. And then you're then going to come into these knee crunches at halfway. So really stretching out into that knee crunch. If you've done those first, that's halfway. We're now going to hold. If you've held it for the first 30, we're now going to go into those knee crunches. That's my mistake. But anyway, on the round 2, we're going to do the other side, okay? So just remember what side you've done. So hopefully you've all got your right arm in the air at the moment. So 3, 2, 1, stop there. We're now going to come back around onto your front, okay? We're going to come back up into a downward dog, but this time we're just going to take our foot up and over. We're going to bring that back down to the floor, up, leg up, and over. So we're just going to hold it for a couple of seconds at the end of each position, okay? So 3, 2, 1, let's go. So downward dog, take a leg up, if it's your right one, you're going to take it up and then over to your left, hold for a couple of seconds, bring that back down, back to flat, up to downward dog, other leg, hold for a couple of seconds, back to flat. "20 seconds to go." Last 3, 2, and 1. Really good stuff. We're going to come up to standing. We're now going to have our hands on our hips. We're going to come back into a reverse lunge, knee onto the floor. Bring that other knee down, up the foot up, back up to standing, okay? So 3, 2, and 1. So reverse lunge, right foot back, left knee down to the floor, right foot back, left foot up, back into a lunge, okay? Halfway. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. We're then going to come into a walkout, okay? So I'm going to try and keep your legs nice and straight. So we've got a nice hinge to start off with. So feeling that stretch in the back of the legs. We're then going to walk our hands up with minimal rotation from our hips out to a nice flat tabletop position. And then we're going to walk our hands back up, stand up, stretch above your head, and repeat. So we'll go in 3, 2, and 1. So nice straight legs. Walk those hands out, minimal movement from the hips into high plank. Walk your hands back up, stretch up above your head. go, right guys. 10 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. We're then going to come onto your bums. You're going to go single arm bridge. So fingers of your left hand facing out behind you. And we're going to bring our hips up and our right hand over. Okay, and then we'll switch, same on the other side. So 1 minute in 3, 2, and 1. Stretch up and over. Nice work, guys. That's halfway. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Really good stuff, guys. We've got 3 more to go before we rest. We're going to come onto our hands and knees. And we're going to take opposite arm and opposite foot out. So we're going to stretch out, really lengthen, back down, swap sides, okay? So 3, 2, 1, let's go. So try and raise that foot up as high as you can. So really lengthening. Nice, that's halfway. So really lengthen, come up as high as you can. 3, 2, and 1. Perfect, we're going to come up to standing. Last 2. On this next one, we're also going to change it halfway. So to start off with, we're just going to try and hold our ankles, come round into a squat, flat back, lift your hips up, down, like so. When we get to halfway, we're going to just stay in that bottom position. And we're just going to start using our upper bodies as well, just to warm up through our backs. Okay, so this is number 14. We've got a really nice one after this to finish off. So let's get ready to do it in 3, 2, and 1. So hands on your ankles, come down into that nice deep squat, pull your shoulders back. Just make sure you're trying to keep your feet nice and flat on the floor here. Right, 30 seconds, that's halfway. So in that bottom squat position now, just rotating one arm, rotating the other arm. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Right, last minute. And then just going to have our knees bent, arms out to the side. We're just going to do some nice gentle lower back rotations. So 3, 2, 1, let's go. And if you want to turn and face the other way so your knees have dropped, I'll just give you a bit more of a stretch to your back. Halfway, 30 more seconds. After this, we're going to take a very, very quick breather. And we're going to repeat that round once more. 10 more seconds then. 3, 2, and 1. Really good first round, guys. So grab some water. So I should be feeling a little bit looser after that first round now. I definitely feel like I've opened up through my hips, through my shoulders. So now when we go through each of the exercises, let's really, really focus on our form and see if we can get a little bit deeper into some of those ranges, okay? And open up through our chest and through our hips a little bit more. Okay, we're going to go in about 15 seconds. So to start off, we've got the step up with the rotation. So back to the start. Cool, so everybody into that high plank position then. And we're going to go in 3, 2, and 1. So we're going to step the right foot up. Open up with our right arm. Halfway. Nice work, guys. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. We've got our downward dog to cobra next. So 3, 2, 1, let's go. So hold it in that downward dog position. Flat back, down to the floor, up into cobra. Halfway. Right, last one then. 3, 2, and 1. We're then lying on our front, arms up to the side, heel up to hand with that back rotation. So 3, 2, 1, let's go. So we're taking that foot right round. You should really notice on this one that you can go a bit further now. Now we've done all of the other circuit, should have really opened up through our hips, through our backs. Twenty seconds. After this, we're going into like that Cossack squat, but we're going into that deep side lunge. 3, 2, and 1. So onto your feet then. We're going to go in 3, 2, and 1. So feet nice and wide. We're going to come down, pull the toe up, over to the other side, pull that toe right up. You want to hold it in that bottom position, get more of a stretch, it's fine. Halfway. Really, really good work, guys. 10 more seconds. Last one, 3, 2, and 1. Into high plank. We've got those plank rotations. So 3, 2, 1. So high plank. We're going to twist onto the inside and outside of our foot. Raise our hand up. Raise our hand up. So really pulling that hand right up, guys. Halfway. Really open up through the chest and let's keep pivoting on those feet. 5 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Right, then to make sure you've got room on our front, we're going to come up into our Superman and press out into our Cubans. So 3, 2, 1. So head up, squeeze those elbows down. Raise, press, squeeze. Good work, guys. Keep it going. Halfway. Ten more seconds here. So push out, squeeze down. 3, 2, and 1. We're then going to come into that hip opener. So knees at 90 degrees. 3, 2, 1. In this position, we're going to lean over our left, and then we're going to lean over our right side. We're then going to rotate the knees, and we're going to repeat on the other side. Might get a few nice cracks on this one. "15 seconds left. Three, 2, and 1. Right, so we're going to just swap sides on that side plank now. So last time we did our right side. So let's have our right knee on the floor, left foot on top. 3, 2, and 1. So we're going to hold. Sorry, just on your hand, we're going to hold this position. And then we're going to start adding that crunching. So really lengthen all through your side here. Bottom knee is bent, top leg is straight. So start adding that crunching, that's halfway. So knee to elbow and then opening back out into that stretch. Opening back out into the stretch, tuck it in, opening out. 10 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Back round into high plank then. We've got our downward dog where we're raising that leg up and over in 3, 2, and 1. So we're up, take it up, and rotate, hold, back down, nice and flat. Back up into your downward dog, other leg up and over, hold. Halfway. Ten seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Really good job on those. We're now going into our reverse lunges, where we're kneeling down to the floor. So 3, 2, 1. Hands on your hips. Left leg goes back, right knee comes down, left leg comes forward, and we step up. We just keep swapping sides. Halfway. "15 seconds, we've got walkouts after this. Last rep then. So 3, 2, and 1. Right, walkouts in 3, 2, 1. So nice stretch back of the legs, nice flat back. Walk your hands out. Minimal rotation into high plank. Walk your hands back up. And then we're up and stretch. Walk it out. Walk it up. And stretch. Ten seconds. So 3, 2, and 1. We're then going into our single arm bridges. So 3, 2, 1. Fingers facing away from you. We're leaning up and over. We're going to follow the other arm with our eyes. Okay, so just try and get a little bit further into that stretch each rep. That's halfway. Really good stuff, guys. Last couple of reps on here then. So 3, 2, and 1. Right, I've got 3 exercises to go. Onto your hands and knees. We're going to do our quadruped, so opposite hand, opposite leg, in 3, 2, and 1. So try and get that leg up as high as you can. Bring it back down to the floor. halfway. Really good stuff, guys. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Right, we've got that squat floss next. And we're going to go in 3, 2, and 1. So hands on your ankles. We're going to sit into that nice deep squat. And we're going to come back up, straightening your legs out. Sit in, straighten out your legs. Really good stuff, guys. We're about halfway, we're going to switch. So on that next rep, we're going to hold it at the bottom and start adding our arms in now. Really good work, guys. 10 to go. And then we're on our last one, which is our lower back rotations. So 3, 2, and 1. Right, onto your backs then. 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Last minute. You want to hold this at the end for a couple of seconds, that's fine. Just really feeling that stretch through our lower backs. "30 seconds left. Really, really good work today, guys. So I hope you're all feeling a little bit looser now. We've got another 10 seconds on this stretch and then we are done today. We're not going to stretch anymore at the ends. We have done a lot of stretching today. So awesome, awesome work. 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Absolutely smashing today, guys. Really good stuff. I hope you enjoyed the more kind of movement and chilled vibe today. And I'll see you guys next week. So well done again, and thank you for joining me.